The American Revolution is often portrayed as a struggle between the 13 colonies and Great Britain, but the involvement of other European powers, such as Austria, is frequently overlooked. Austria's role in the American Revolution was not one of direct military engagement, but rather diplomatic maneuvering, as the Habsburg Empire sought to advance its own strategic interests amidst the turmoil of transatlantic conflict. This article aims to shed light on Austria's lesser-known contributions to the American Revolution and its impact on the broader geopolitical landscape. Background: in the 18th century, Austria, ruled by the Habsburg monarchy, was a major European power with territorial holdings across Central Europe. While geographically distant from the American colonies, Austria nonetheless had a vested interest in the outcome of the revolution, as it sought to maintain its position within the complex web of European alliances and rivalries. Austria's diplomatic maneuvers. Austria's involvement in the American Revolution primarily took the form of diplomatic maneuvers aimed at advancing its own strategic interests. 1. Balancing act. Austria pursued a policy of diplomatic balance, seeking to avoid direct involvement in the conflict between Britain and its North American colonies while simultaneously hedging its bets and positioning itself to benefit from the outcome. This delicate balancing act required Austria to navigate the complex web of European alliances and rivalries as it sought to maintain its position as a major player on the continental stage. 2. Support for American diplomats. Despite officially remaining neutral, Austria provided discreet support to American diplomats seeking recognition and assistance from European powers. American envoys, such as Benjamin Franklin, found sympathetic ears among Austrian officials, who facilitated meetings and negotiations with other European powers sympathetic to the American cause. 3. Diversionary tactics. Austria's diplomatic maneuvers in Europe indirectly benefited the American cause by diverting British attention and resources away from North America. By engaging in diplomatic brinkmanship and threatening Britain's continental interests, Austria forced the British to divert troops and attention to the European theater of war, weakening their ability to suppress the colonial rebellion effectively. Legacy and impact. Austria's influence on the American Revolution may have been subtle, but its diplomatic maneuvers had significant consequences for both the conflict itself and the broader geopolitical landscape. Preservation of European balance. Austria's diplomatic balancing act helped preserve the delicate balance of power in Europe, preventing the escalation of conflict into a continent-wide war. By avoiding direct involvement in the American Revolution, Austria minimized the risk of triggering wider European hostilities and maintained stability within the continent. Indirect support for American cause. Austria's diversionary tactics indirectly benefited the American cause by weakening Britain's position in Europe and forcing them to spread their resources thin. While Austria did not provide direct military assistance to the American rebels, its actions contributed to the erosion of British power and the eventual success of the colonial rebellion. Legacy of diplomatic pragmatism. Austria's diplomatic maneuvers during the American Revolution underscored the pragmatic approach to foreign policy that characterized Habsburg diplomacy. By carefully calibrating its actions to advance its own strategic interests, Austria demonstrated the importance of flexibility and adaptability in navigating the complexities of international relations. Conclusion: Austria's role in the American Revolution may have been less visible than that of other European powers, but its diplomatic maneuvers nonetheless had a significant impact on the course of the conflict and the broader geopolitical landscape. Through its policy of diplomatic balance and diversionary tactics, Austria indirectly contributed to the success of the American Rebellion and the emergence of the United States as an independent nation. As such, Austria's quiet influence on the American Revolution serves as a reminder of the multifaceted nature of transatlantic conflict and the intricate dance of diplomacy that shaped the course of history in the 18th century.